All right, what's up, everybody? Man, I'm out here on a Saturday night. Got my ass out of the house and came out to try to make a little money on DoorDash. So right now, I've been rocking and rolling with DoorDash. It started at about 7:45. It's now 9:30. So I'm 15 minutes away from 2 hours, and I'll have, within the next 15 minutes, I'll have probably about $36, $37. So I don't know. They're coming through for me tonight. This is rare. I never get this with DoorDash, and it's just been one after the other. It feels like Uber Eats tonight. It's crazy. They are doing some promotions this weekend, like I think $1 extra for every order that you take or whatever complete. So there is that going on. It was funny because it was around 6-ish, something like that, 6:30, 6:40, something like that, before I even left the house. And I had scheduled a dash at 5:30, and I logged in at 5:30. And I just did it at the house. Like, I was sitting there, I was all ready to run out the door in case an order came through. I just did not expect one to come through. And I left it on, or it went off after a while because it was only scheduled like an hour and a half, and then I went ahead and paused it. Why is this car? Okay. So anyways, I went ahead and paused it, and then it ended, so it timed out. I was like, all right, well, I'll go ahead and see what they got. And then Dash Now was available, so I just went ahead and logged in and just left it on. And I was actually working on getting a video uploaded for another channel, and working on that. And I wanted to get that done before I left, so I did. And I had DoorDash on the entire time. We're talking like maybe 40, 45 minutes this went on. So by the time I left the house, I went to an H-E-B, a grocery store here, because I was going to get like an energy drink and a protein bar and kind of start my ritual for the night. And I sat in the parking lot with DoorDash on the whole time. Had it on while I went in the store. And it was somewhere like around 7:45. 7:45, like 10, maybe even 10 to 7. I'm sorry, 10 to 8 before I got my first order. And it was like, I think $6 for 2.3 miles. It was just high paying offer. I mean, there was like 3 in a row, high paying offer, $6, $10, $7, $8. And so before I knew it, I was like, well, damn, I'm on a good little stretch here, a good little run. So I just did a shop and deliver at Walgreens. They had one item. I delivered that. I got $7 for that. Now I'm going to do another shop and deliver for, I think, almost the same price, like $6.35 or something like that, and it's 2 items. So for like, I think it's at 4 miles. So it's we're at 9:30 now. So stuff around here starts winding down, I should say, about that time. Even though it's a Saturday night, stuff will kind of stay open a little bit later. Typically like an hour later. So typically by 10 or 10:30, you're kind of seeing the businesses, kind of close up or get ready to close, and they're cleaning their places up. So anyway, I'm just out here. I'm going to basically dash till midnight, and then I'm going to go home, and I'll get another start tomorrow. But yeah, so far so good. I'm kind of loving it tonight. This makes it fun and enjoyable when you get decent offers, and especially when they're all back to back, and you amass a little bit of money right away. In that first hour or two, that makes you feel good for coming out. So anyway, I'm gonna go do this shop and deliver, and I'll check back. All right. Well, it's midnight, and I'm calling it a night. I started off really great. I started off those first two and a half, then to 3. And about hour number 3, a little bit into hour number 3, I took a shop and deliver. And it was from a girl who wanted some pink hair dye. And the brand that she wanted, they only had one in stock. She wanted 2 boxes. So I messaged her, hey, they've only got one. Do you still want just the one? Do you want something else? Because I didn't see where it was suggested for a substitution. So I texted her, never got back with me. I spent at least a good 10 minutes in that store at Walgreens. It's like, I can't do this anymore. You know, it's like, it was only $6. Yeah, it was like a 2-mile trip or 3-mile, something like that. It was like, I can't sit here and just, because by that point, you know, after you've taken that offer and you're sitting there all that time, you're losing money because you could be out doing other deliveries and making more money. So this one's tying you up. So she didn't respond, so I just left. I paid for the one. Thought, you know what? She don't like it. Return it, whatever you need to do. So then I get to the apartment complex and I get inside. And sometimes apartment complexes, they just aren't numbered. Or if they are, you can't find the numbers unless you like go to the actual breezeways and look at each door. So I probably spent 20 minutes looking for a door. I could not find it. By this point, after the 20 minutes, she finally messages me and says, "Oh, that's fine. Yes, I want the one box." I also left suggestions for other ones if they didn't have it. And I just responded back, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm outside your apartment and I can't find your door." And she's like, "Okay, I'll come down and meet you at the gate." It's like, "All right, well, I'm at the front." I go, I believe I'm outside of building number 3. And then she came out, and then sure enough, you know, I got her the stuff. I just went ahead and apologized, like, "Hey, I'm so sorry, but, you know, that's all they had. You didn't message me, and, you know, I had to leave." She goes, "Oh, that's fine. You're fine." So there was that. That was my first hiccup of the night. And I wasted at least a good 30 minutes on that entire order for $6. You know, something that should have been done and over with within, you know, really no more than 15 minutes, really. And then right after that, well, I took some 2 orders. Those went smoothly. And then I took an order that I didn't realize was batched. And as I get to the area, because it was supposed to be a Little Caesars, it was like $11 was what the whole order was going to pay. I was like, "Oh, Little Caesars, perfect, because you just go in there and you pick it up." I should have known. The first place I had to stop was a Wingstop. They batched a Wingstop order in there, so I had to go do that. And I swear I spent 32 minutes in there. I should have my head examined for doing it, but I thought, okay, any minute now. I just kept turning in. Any minute now, they're going to get that order. This was so unprofessional. It was laughable. Like, I just couldn't even believe that Wingstop could even have a location that operates that poorly. They had 4 people, 3 to 4 people in that kitchen, and they still couldn't manage to get orders out on time. And everybody everybody was coming in that hadn't, you know, called in an order or already placed an order or was picking up an order. They were like, "Oh, it's going to be an hour and 45 minute wait." And so, you know, of course, all those people were just turn right around and leave, because who wants to wait an hour, almost 2 hours for freaking Wingstop? Anyway, that's how the end of the night went. So those 2 orders cost me, you know, at least an hour. And so a night that really I should have been $75, $80, you know, because I would have been able to take more orders in the time frame, ended up only being $58 for the night. So I'm just like super frazzled and pissed, you know? Like nothing pisses me off more than wasted time. And I don't know. I mean, I know life's not fair. I mean, I'm old enough to know that, you know, shit happens, but DoorDash should just say, "Look, here's $5 or here's $10. Like, obviously this isn't working out." You know, like when I put in there and said, "Look, the line is too damn long." When I was on an order earlier, I did a pickup at Mod Pizza. And I mean, I was in there for 10 minutes, somewhere between 10 and 12 minutes. So not too long. Far too long to be waiting for Mod Pizza, because Mod Pizza typically is like, they've got it started by the time you've gotten there, and you might wait 5 or 6 minutes. That's I would say my typical wait time for Mod Pizza. This place was not busy. They were, you know, probably an hour away from closing. And but the dude putting pizzas in the oven had prepared the box and did everything, put all the stickers on it, and then threw it on a shelf and didn't say anything. And it took the guy working the counter to walk over and say, sir, have you got your order yet? I was like, nah, man, I'm waiting. And then told him it was for DoorDash, and he picked it up. So anyway, in the time all that was going on, DoorDash messages me and says, hey, you're free to unassign this if you want to. It won't count against you. Well, they never did that on the Wingstop order, maybe because it was batched. Maybe that's why they did that. All in all, I did get quite a few high-paying offers tonight, so I'm going to try again tomorrow. I keep telling myself don't do nighttime anyway, because, even at 9 p.m. on a Saturday, it starts just getting crappier. The city, I'm in a suburb outside of Houston, and this area, even Houston, even if you were downtown, the only places that stay open late are bars, or like here, some of them, the McDonald's are 24-hour. You got your IHOP and Denny's and Whataburger. Those are really the only places that stay open late. And, Whataburger, Denny's, and IHOP, well, they're all lobbies will stay open 24 hours. McDonald's doesn't, only the drive-through. Obviously bars close at 2 p.m. Most of them stop serving food somewhere between, say, 10 p.m. or midnight. And most people don't really DoorDash from those areas anyway, or those, bars anyway, because I don't think I've ever picked up in a bar yet. An actual, like, bar, not a restaurant with a bar in it. But anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and bow out for the night. I'll start again tomorrow. I'm going to include some footage from, Thursday morning, because I started Thursday and I wasn't able to go back out that night. I came home. My fiance stayed home from work that day and was sicker than a dog, so I was kind of taking care of her. And there really just wasn't much of an opportunity to go back out. And then yesterday, Friday, I was working on video stuff, and I wanted to go out that night. But again, fiance was sick, so I was dealing with that stuff, and it just, that's what I was doing. I was being the good boyfriend, fiance person. So anyways, that was my Friday. I didn't get to work the last day of the month, but here it is, March 1st. March 1st. And, kicked it off with a $58 night. So anyway, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I'm going to go ahead and bow out. Thanks, guys, for watching. If you're watching, if not, hopefully you'll find me. Peace out. Keep it real.